everyone, Miss Jean here. Are you ready for another mini adventure in Discovery Mountain? Well, right now, Tara Scott Smith is having a difficult time navigating the steps up to the door of the Discovery Mountain Academy. Let's listen in to see why in today's mini adventure called Rooting for You.
Oops. I almost missed that step. I can barely see around this plant. Maybe I should have brought a smaller one.
Tara, do you need any help?
Thanks, Natasha. You've been a huge help already just by opening that door for me.
What are you doing anyway? Transplanting part of the Amazon jungle to Discovery Mountain Academy?
No, I'm just bringing this monstera for the lobby.
You're putting a monster in our school lobby?
No, a monstera deliciosa to be exact.
Wait, Monstra deliciosa?
That's the botanical name of this rather large and unwieldy plant.
Here, let me help you set it down.
Woo, thanks.
My Latin is a bit rusty, but the name of this plant sounds like delicious monster?
Your Latin's better than you think. That's exactly what it means. It's also known as the Swiss cheese plant and the fruit salad plant.
Those both sound a lot better than delicious monster.
Thanks. Now, let's see, where should we place this plant?
Maybe over by the window?
Yes, it'll do well there by the window. We need a few more plants in this school.
Well, the new greenhouse should help with that.
True. Mike thinks it'll be good for the students too.
Mike? Oh, yes. Yeah, for sure.
Good cardiovascular exercise and a good faith exercise.
Physical and spiritual.
Yeah, I love plants because they force me to slow down and care for something. It reminds me of the goodness of God.
And this monstera looks gorgeous in the lobby.
It's gonna do a lot more than just look pretty.
It is.
They do way more. You already know the benefits of being out in nature, right?
Well, sure. Walking in the woods feels peaceful, and being out in nature reminds us of God's love.
All true, but we all spend a lot of time indoors these days.
Oh, so you're bringing some of nature inside. But is that really the same?
Almost. Surrounding yourself with plants has a lot of health benefits.
Oh, such as?
Such as reducing anxiety, improving our mood, and helping us to focus.
A little houseplant can do all that?
Yeah, when I was in medical school, I read a study that showed that hospital patients who had plants in their room had less pain and stress. They even had lower blood pressure.
Wow, plants lower your stress levels? That's unbelievable.
Oh, this plant may be lowering my stress level, but I think your bad pun just raised it.
Hey, it was a good pun. But seriously, being around plants can really reduce stress?
Absolutely. It is how we were designed.
What do you mean?
Think about it. When God made Adam and Eve, where was their first home?
The Garden of Eden.
That's right, a garden. God meant for us to live surrounded by His creation. That's why we often feel calmer when we're out in nature.
So, how many plants do I need to start feeling more peaceful?
Well, it's not a question of how many plants you have. It's how you interact with the plants.
How do you interact with plants? I mean, if my students saw me talking to a plant, they'd think I really needed a vacation.
Well, I like to spritz my plants with the water bottle, and I water them and prune them. That's how I interact with mine.
I don't have much of a green thumb. Maybe I should just start with one plant.
Sure, you could put it in your classroom.
What kind of plant would you recommend for someone who's not exactly a horticulturist?
Snake plants are great for beginners.
Snake plants?
Yes, they're quite pretty, and best of all, they're very forgiving if you forget an occasional watering.
But snake plants?
Don't let that name stop you. It's also known as St. George's sword plant.
Oh, well, that sounds much better. I think I'll try that.
I warn you, plants can be addictive. You won't want to stop with just one.
Well, let's see if I can keep one little plant alive first.
Oh, I have faith in you.
Oh, you do?
I guess you could say I'm rooting for you.
Hey, I thought you said no more puns.
I said no bad puns.
Tara.
Don't worry, Natasha. I'll leave you alone now.
Tara might have made a bad pun, but she had a good point. When God created Adam and Eve, He put them in a garden. It was the perfect environment. The first 3 verses of Psalm 23 say this: The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. Well, spending time outdoors, especially in beautiful green settings, it really does restore us. It's good for our physical, mental, and spiritual health. Even if you can't get out to any green spaces, you can still enjoy a houseplant or two. Now, exercise your faith this week and show a little love to some houseplants. I'm Miss Jean, and you've been listening to a mini adventure in Discovery Mountain, where the air is clear enough to hear your imagination, and where every day is an exercise in faith. Visit us at discoverymountain.com to send us a message and listen to full episodes on demand. Discovery Mountain is a production of the Voice of Prophecy. Rooting for You was written by Janice Nelson.